What's going on, guys? MDLP from the the Strongman Gym in Miami, where strength is everything. Bringing strength to the modern day Viking at all times. I just put the all times because it's new. Oh, that's a really good question. Actually, I love good questions. I've had several the last few days. I've gotten really lucky, and I've written them down because they're actually significant for these videos. Not that my other videos are insignificant, but sometimes I'm just talking shit, and I just want to see my face in motion. But I was asked the question of what does like a multi-talented or multifaceted athlete do, and I mean this in the sense of somebody, and I'll put myself out there, or any other. There's a lot of guys that do what I do. What is a guy that, let's say me, I like Muay Thai, kickboxing. I'll be getting back in that next year. I play rugby. I do strongman. I powerlift, and I do a lot of, well, obviously strength sports. How do you hold that together? How do you focus on doing one of these or all of these? I know there's a typical question that says, or a typical answer will say, well, just focus one at a time, and you'll get really good at it. And I believe that. I believe that the only way you can get really good at something is if you specify for that particular sport. But what if you already put your time in? I put in a good 13 years of my life, 4 years and a half, 5 years to fighting in Muay Thai. I put in a year solid of powerlifting, and add that another year and a half to two, including strongman, because you can't do strongman without powerlifting. I dedicated pretty much this whole last year and a half to strongman, and it's shown that I've done pretty well for myself. I can do a lot better. I'm just beginning. I'm a child in strongman, but I have enough under my base that I can consider myself a strongman, and that I'm pretty good. Um, so after you put that time in, what then? Do you have to constantly take time off and dedicate yourself to one sport? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Um, there's a whole idea of well, CrossFit's a multi-talented sport, but in itself, CrossFit is a sport. It's becoming a self-defined thing, where you will have to really dedicate time to that particular sport. But the only way you get better at it is by reaching out and working with being specified in something else. So you can get a CrossFitter or a strongman or a powerlifter and put them in any kind of sport, and they will become good within a few weeks or a few months because they're so athletic. So how would I train myself? How would I do what I do if I was going to get into rugby? Well, my body has been through rugby for 2 seasons, and it's not the best in the world, but it will get back into place if I take a little less of maximal lifting. So at this point, I don't need to be lifting as heavy, as my next strongman competitions are not till maybe March, April, and June of next year. Will I stop lifting heavy? Absolutely not. But what is a sport-specific cycle for strongman? Several of the apparatus constantly lifting and lifting very heavy for reps and whatever. So I lower the volume, I lower the intensity for a little bit, increase accessory work, and increase endurance training. There's no reason why I have to lose my strength if I'm going to get into rugby. Rugby is a passion. I love playing rugby, but I'm not a professional. If that was my profession, then I'd quit everything and play rugby. When I get into Muay Thai, how will I time Muay Thai around my schedule? Well, define Muay Thai as a sport. It's an intense aerobic exercise. Can it be anaerobic at times? Sure, you're sprinting through it, but it's more of body weight conditioning and obviously endurance. How would you apply that to a day in your strongman schedule? Early in the morning or later in the afternoon after your lifts? There's no reason why after doing 13 years of martial arts that I'm not going to understand how to throw a hook or a right round kick or a knee. I know how to do this. My body will recover quickly. I just need to get in those conditions. Being in kickboxing condition will make me a better rugby player. Being conditioned for those two sports will make me an absolutely better strongman. Better strongman is going to make me better at both those sports and as a strength athlete. So these sports all coincide, and most sports do. Most sports, if you find the root cause, I'm using my hands a lot today, Jesus. If you find the root cause, you can find out how each sport can benefit each other and how to take care of each other. You have to understand what the purpose of the day is for your training. You can't go balls to the wall every single time just because you feel strong. Remember, if you don't have a particular strongman show you're going to train for, why are you going to kill yourself? You should be maintaining and growing slowly, gradual increments, 5, 10 pounds every couple weeks, focus on your diet. Your diet should be spectacular. If you're going to do something like running around, um, pushing, jumping, tackling, punching, all that stuff, your diet needs to be on point, because as soon as you're done with that, protein shake and a meal, get back in the gym, more food, so that you don't lose any muscle mass, you don't lose any strength. Um, so there's absolutely, in my opinion, no reason why you can't be really fucking strong, also athletic, and have endurance. There's no reason why. In my opinion, look at somebody like Rob Hernando, who's a very, just a multi-talented athlete. The motherfucker can do whatever he wants. If you want to put it in like big term names, or rugby players, you can put a rugby player in a gym right now and he will smash your PR in half. And he goes down the pitch at 80 miles an hour, killing somebody. So it depends how you train for your particular sport, and you go from there. So a couple things to take away from this conversation is really have to change in your perspective of training. You're no longer, right now, you're kind of like off season from all sports, but what's your primary goal? Well, I want to get stronger, stay just as strong, and play in other things. Cool. You can play in whatever you want. Just understand that you're not focusing on anything just yet. You just want to maintain your strength. I understand clearly that my nationals of next year is probably the most important thing, along with my Muay Thai instructorship. That's like in late October of next year, so I have 4 or 5 months where I can try to cut weight, maintain my body, maintain my strength as much as possible, and continue to dabble in things that make me happy, which in long term will make me a better athlete and a better coach. Your diet needs to be on point. You cannot be fucking around and all the time and cheating in this whole awesome forever bulk that I love to live. You have to time your meals correctly and understand your goals. So, the whole listen to your body, listen, I haven't been listening to my body for a long time, and it sucks when you don't. So try to listen to it as much as you can, but like I say, live with your heart, leave your dick for your women. So really listen closely to your heart. You know when you shouldn't be going. Don't think with your dick. And go from there. I hope this kind of gives you a base of everything. As far as specific programming, well, then email me for that stuff, or come to the gym and we can discuss specifics on what I think is maximal and optimal. Other than that, it's mindset, motherfuckers. It's absolutely mindset. No one's going to tell me I can't do all those shits and I can't do them well. I bet I fucking can. And when I have to hunker down and sacrifice my other sports for one in particular, I will. Without question, I will. So, cheers, and keep it up.